Good morning. Welcome back to the program agenda. I hope you are rested from the weekend and we hope that you have enough energy and preparation for the final week before Christmas Day. Good morning. I'm your host, Cito Beltran, welcoming you to the program agenda and thanking you for being subscribers of Cignal TV and viewers of One News here on channels 8 and 250 via Cignal and on YouTube and Facebook. Maraming salamat po sa mga kababayan natin abroad who continue to watch us, our friends in the provinces, and a special shout out to Mr. Tour Atilano of Zamboanga City and Kian Cody, aka Kip. Thank you very much for your lovely Christmas present that I picked up at the airport yesterday. Okay, today is December 19, 2022. It's a Monday, and I do hope that you are looking forward to the week. But nonetheless, let's get our day started. It's a bit overcast. Hindi naman gloomy, baka atrasado lang napapanahon, okay? Let's start the day with our daily starter. This is a very timely reminder for all of you who will be receiving the endless flow of Christmas gifts, the doorbell that does not stop ringing every 10 minutes or 1 hour, and baba kayo ng baba. Okay. Anyway, here's our daily starter. If someone gives you a handmade present, they are not being cheap. Consider the time they spent finding the materials and making you a unique, special gift. They did it because they love you. I chose this daily starter because it is the week of gift giving, and some of you may be having this bias for finished products, retail products, and are not too appreciative of handmade products. Katulad nung natanggap naming napakagandang Christmas ornament. Actually, in my family, my wife asked our members, please, if you will give us gifts, just give us one Christmas ornament that we can hang on the Christmas tree, which, by the way, we have not put up. Talagang ibang klase dito, no? But a Christmas ornament. And there are people who will send you baked stuff. There are people who will send you handmade cards. And your children may give you a cup that is hand-painted. Malamang pangit yung painting o magulo. But believe me, I just used a bowl that was hand-painted by my daughter when she was probably 2 or 3 years old. She's now 22. So 20 years later, I am still using that bowl to make scrambled eggs, etc. Appreciate the handmade things because they were made with love. Okay, let's now go to the front page of the Philippine Star, April 19, 2022, and the headline goes, no threat from CPP, NPA after Joma's death. For those of you who are not aware, Communist Party of the Philippines leader Jose Maria Sison, or Joma Sison, passed away in the Netherlands last week, and the AFP has been monitoring activities of the local Communist Party, NPA, kung may gagawing gulo. But so far, the AFP has reassured the public that all is well, quiet on the Philippine front. In the meantime, at the top of the header of today's news, we have AWOL Bucor executive Zulueta denies role in Lapid slay. Excuse me, pasensya na po, nasasamid. Former Bureau of Corrections official Ricardo Zulueta has broken his silence and denied involvement in the murder of 63-year-old radio commentator Percy Lapid, aka Percival Mabasa, last October. Okay, so according to Zulueta's lawyers, he is neither dead nor in hiding, nor has fled the country. He is in the Philippines, and Zulueta has issued the statement and an interview with ABS-CBN. Yan po. Okay. The top of the front page of the Philippine Star. Good news for those of you who are from Letran University. The Letran Knights celebrate after bagging a third straight National Collegiate Athletic Association men's basketball crown with an 81-67 triumph over College of St. Benilde Blazers in a do-or-die game before a packed crowd at Inare Sports Center in Antipolo yesterday. Ayan po. And if I'm not mistaken, parang today naman yung sa UAAP ata mangyayari at Ateneo UP. I don't know. Pasensya na po kayo, hindi tayo updated dyan. Meanwhile, Duterte hopes insurgency will end with the death of Joma Sison. While conveying his condolences, the former president posted on Facebook that his hopes, where he expressed hope that the communist insurgency would end with the death of Joma Sison in the Netherlands last December 16. Okay. Meanwhile, the second big photo of the Philippine Star in the center of the Philippine Star front page is a photo of Philippine Navy personnel and Marine soldiers personnel manning the BRP Sierra Madre, which is grounded at the Ayungin Shoal in the West Philippine Sea, as they hold Noche Buena supplies after a Western Command supply boat completed its resupply mission on Friday despite being challenged and shadowed by a Chinese Coast Guard ship. Yan po, kitang-kita yun, no? Yung malaking barko doon sa likod ng mga sundalo natin, Navy natin, ay Chinese Coast Guard po yun na laging nang haharas, ng bubuli. Okay? And that is part of the report of the AFP that as there was an attempt to replenish our troops and replace troops, ayun po, hinaharas sila ng Chinese Coast Guard and Chinese militia vessels. Okay. PSE, Philippine Stock Exchange, backs Maharlika, Coco wants transparency. Okay, the president of the PSE, Ramon Monzon, said the proposed Maharlika Investment Fund is consistent with the goal of the local bourse or stock exchange, which is to attract capital. Meanwhile, at the Senate, Minority Leader Aquilino Pimentel III, however, said that creating a sovereign wealth fund or Maharlika Investment Fund is fraught with transparency and accountability issues that do not bode well for the security of the fund and the trust of the Marcos administration to stabilize the country's fiscal position. Although sinabi na po ni Senate President Mig Subiri that they will deal with the proposed bill in the Senate slow and long. Medyo papahabain daw ang usapan muna. But pag-iingatan. Okay. Marcos extends lower tariffs on pork, rice, corn, and coal. President Marcos has approved the endorsement by the National Economic and Development Authority or NEDA board of an executive order extending the reduced tariffs or taxes on some agricultural products and coal to lower the prices of goods and increase domestic food supply. Executive Order 171 temporarily reduces the most favored nation tariff rates on fresh, chilled, and frozen meat of swine or baboy, as well as corn, rice, and coal. Malacanang said in a statement. Below that news item, a small box there, a very sad news. Family of 10 people died in a fire in Muntinlupa. Among those who died in the fire of one entire family was a 5-month-old child in the arms of the mother. Yun po, medyo mag-iingat po tayo. Be careful because while we are all busy celebrating, fires happen. Especially when you are cooking for the Noche Buena, when people are being so distracted, things happen in the kitchen, in your dirty kitchen, etc., etc. Mag-ingat po tayo, especially those of you who love to bake. Don't push yourself to the point na gabing-gabi na, nagbe-bake pa kayo dyan, masunugan kayo. Okay, now over 500 employees, volunteers from the We Are Ayala Business Club visit 15 locations in 6 provinces to bring Noche Buena packs containing 1,000 worth of grocery items. Tawag nito, that can feed a family of 5. The beneficiaries were selected from vulnerable communities in Pampanga, Cebu, Negros, Iloilo, Cagayan de Oro, Davao, etc., etc. Okay, yan po. Okay, so that's just about covers the front page of the Philippine Star. I do hope you will still make an effort to buy the newspaper, the physical newspaper, or the online version, because there's a lot more of news, information, and announcements that are inside the pages of the Philippine Star. Baka akala nyo yung binabasa ko yun na yun. Kulang-kulang pa po yun. Marami pa pong laman ang Philippine Star. So go out and get your copy or go online. Okay. Now, I don't know if we're going to go for a break, but in any case, we have invited a regular here on agenda because while all of you are preparing for Christmas, there are many of you who are planning to buy new phones, okay? New iPads, etc. And then, of course, that entails also buying SIM cards. Ay baka kanyo nakalimutan na meron na pong SIM card law. Baka mamaya umiinit na naman ang ulo nyo doon sa tindahan pag kayo ay, when the person at the counter starts asking you for identification, ask you to fill up a form, ask you to go to a terminal to fill up the data, baka magmura na kayo. Wag po. Katulad kami the other day, I was supposed to go to the mall, drive a car. We looked at the traffic conditions and we said, maglakad na lang tayo. Baka sa kakalakad natin, lumabas yung pawis, galit, inis at konsumisyon natin, and we will be more pleasant people. And that's what we did. We went for a 6-kilometer walk. When we came home, we were kind of sorry we did, but we felt good. Okay, so anyway, today we invite a regular here on Agenda to talk to us and to tell you what to expect, what to prepare, what to do and what are the hinanakit, sama ng loob ng mga tao because he did something on his Facebook page. Parang speed dating eh. Magtanong kayo ng lahat ng gusto niyong tanong. Let's roll the video to introduce our barkada here on Agenda.
Art Samaniego Jr. is a cybersecurity advocate. He is also a news and business tech editor at the Manila Bulletin. Aside from this, Samaniego is also a lecturer in Colegio de San Juan de Letran.
Okay, professor ba? Hindi naman siguro, no? Lecturer lang. Art, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Okay. Welcome to the program. And like I mentioned, I did see your post on Facebook where you were telling your followers, ask all the questions you want to ask regarding this new SIM law and what to expect during the holidays when people buy SIM cards, change SIM cards. Meron nga dyan pagdating ng New Year, pati SIM card pinapalitan ka. Wala akong pambilin telepono, SIM card na lang palitan ko. Go ahead, Art. Oops, I think, okay.
So, yun na yung law. SIM Restriction Act starting December 27. So, ngayon wala pang wala pang kung talaga natin hinihin pa tayo announcement mga o tinatawag nilang Public Telecommunications Entity o yung PTE. PTE and the court. I'll say. Starting 27, tapos it will take 180 days yung process. Pag di napag-register 180 days, your SIM cards, your SIMs, your numbers will be deactivated. So kailangan nating matapos to within 180 days. So 180 days is June 22. Kailangan matapos natin. But you can request for exemption from the DICT. And once approved, meron ng valid reason, DICT will give you another 120 days to complete the registration process.
Okay, yeah, we're having a slight delay in your signal.
Yeah,
But let me review it, ladies and gentlemen. Art was saying that subscribers will have 180 days from the effectivity of the law to register their SIM cards. The registration may be extended by up to 120 days. Telco operators or public telecommunications entities or PTEs are in charge of maintaining the database, and new SIM cards will be sold in deactivated mode. Correct?
Correct. So, lahat ng SIM cards na hinabenta, deactivate sila. And deactivated once you complete the registration process.
Okay. So paano yung katulad mo, katulad ko, we already have prepaid, pre-existing. Will there be a requirement, different requirement?
So if you're a postpaid user, so medyo hindi masyadong malaking problema because though manages to just transfer the data from yung postpaid data nila to the register. So need to just confirm na nasa atin na yung na yun. Ginagawa to kasi merong mga halimbawa mga namatay na gumagamit pa ng yung number. So, you need to update. They just need to confirm na buhay pa yung number na yun at iba na yung gumagamit ng number.
Kasi that is so true. I have heard and experienced it myself where on Viber, you will get a message that so-and-so is now active in Viber and parang, hello, isang taon na o 2 taon nang patay ang tao na yan, etc. And then recently we know of a situation where we were receiving text messages from a certain individual, and then one of the people in the group blurted out, "Pare, patay na yan. Last week pang namatayan eh. Paano nag-ano?" Sabi nung isa, ano yan, nagpapanggap na buhay pa para maayos muna nila yung kanilang mga papeles siguro. Parang ganon. So, the plan here would essentially be for existing postpaid subscribers to just confirm buhay pa sila at sila yung may-ari ng particular number na yun.
Correct. So yun lang yung gusto ng gawin ng SIM registration. Doon kayo ng government na yung every number na ma-identify doon sa user.
Mm-hmm.
So pagpatay na yung user, dapat pag naman ibang gumagamit, dapat ma-identify, dapat pinpoint kung sino yung user ng number na yun. So kailangan to para mas madaling matrace ng enforcement agency sino talagang gumagamit ng number natin.
Okay, but how will they do the confirmation? Let's focus first on postpaid. Kunyari, namatay na nga, the subscriber has passed on, and the phone has been taken up by a son, a wife, etc., or whoever, or the company. How will the telco determine what will the process be? You are required to go to the office of the telco or to a branch?
Sabi sa IRR, everything should be done online. So online na i-confirm. So it should be confirmed online. Gagawa ang telco ng portals. You can input you can submit ID. Kasi bawal gamitin na ngayon, because of this law, bawal gamitin na ngayon yung mga numbers hindi pa-register. Pagka na yun, dapat na telco needs know na wala na yung user na yun, patay na yun.
Okay,
So,
okay. So it will be online. Okay, let's go for a quick break, and Art, and we'll just reconnect with you at mukhang naghahang yung signal. But we'll be right back here on Agenda. Welcome back to the program agenda. I'm your host, Cito Beltran, and we are trying our best to stabilize our connection with Art Samaniego, cybersecurity expert and business and telco consultant. Okay, Art, are you there?
Yes, morning.
Okay, we might have to resort to a phone interview with Art because mukhang ayaw talaga tayong payagang ma-explain itong ating SIM card registration process, Art.
Oo, okay. Kailangan lang natin na FX or a smooth Zoom. Yun lang yung requirements ng Zoom eh. Hindi pa natin maabot ngayon dito sa server ko.
Ay, nako talaga. Anyway, just going back to what we were discussing earlier, Art, you said that for postpaid subscribers, the telco will contact the client who will have to go online and has to present an ID or a government ID to verify that he or she is the owner of the cell phone number or SIM card in question.
Tama. Kasi sabi ng IRR, adapt yung mga telco, i-include information sa data ng existing postpaid subscribers doon sa SIM register. Paraan lang yung registration. So, galing lang ng telco ngayon, nagsisimula na ang smart ngayon, nagpapadala na message sa mga postpaid subscribers to wait for instruction para kulik registration process. Kasi kailangan lang ma-align yung existing data ngayon doon sa mga client users o sa mga existing users talaga. Minsan mga matay na, minsan may naibenta na o naipamigay na SIM card, o yung mo ang pinagamit ng SIM card users. So, i-align lang yung mga data na yun. Okay. So, hindi mo na kailangan mag-submit ng additional ID or other information ng mga ilang para ma-establish yung ownership o kung sinong gumagamit ng SIM.
Okay, let's go for a 1-minute break, a quick 1-minute break. We will call you online. We'll call you on the phone para mas maganda yung ating reception because the signal from your end is really slow. So we'll contact you right now. We'll go for a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I hope third try is a charm. With us, Mr. Art Samaniego, News and Business Tech Editor of the Manila Bulletin and Cybersecurity Consultant. Art, welcome back.
Good morning again, Cito. Ayan, medyo okay na.
Sabi nga nila, old school always works. Para tayong MacGyver, eh, no? Anyway, we don't have a lot of time, Art, so let's put everything to speed. The SIM card registration law was enacted October of 2022. There is roughly about a year from then to register all of the SIM cards, etc. We were talking about postpaid earlier. And can you please explain the requirements for postpaid SIM cards?
So, sa postpaid SIM card, the telcos will now include all the information and data of existing postpaid subscribers dun sa SIM register na gagawin nila. So every telco, merong SIM register. Nandun lahat nakalagay yung data natin. So the government is not taking care of the data. Ito yung maganda, binigay nila sa telco. Yung pag-keep and secure of the data that will be collected during the registration process. So hindi gobyerno yun, kundi telco. And since telco have already our data yun sa mga postpaid customers, ililipat lang nila yun o ilalagay lang nila yung existing data doon sa SIM register. But we need to align the information doon sa SIM registration act na to saka doon sa existing data natin sa database. So what we need is just to confirm na we are still the owner of the phone, or kung namatay naman yung may-ari nun at maintain pa rin ng family, the family needs to inform the telco na patay ng may-ari nito, ako na, yung kapatid niya ang may hawak nito at ito yung mga detalye ko. So ganun lang yung gagawin namin.
But Art, hindi ba the normal procedure naman is if someone dies and leaves like let's say electric connection or yan yung billing address na yan, etc., you are actually required to inform the company or the provider so that the necessary transfers can take place even outside of the SIM card registration law.
Correct. Pero sa Pilipinas kasi ang daming mga Pinoy ang hindi na nire-report na namatay yung kamag-anak nila. Binabayaran pa rin nila yung SIM card nila. So ganun yan.
Okay.
Ito lang i-align mo lang yung information.
Okay, now sabi mo kanina it would be done online, but I don't think the telcos keep a record of pictures of subscribers. So it's just a question of parang trust and confidence na you're dealing with an authentic person.
So dapat kasi i-align kasi may mga requirements ang SIM Registration Act. Dapat kumpletuhin mo yung mga requirements. Kung hindi ka nakapag-submit ng ID na may picture, ngayon magsasubmit ka ng picture dito. So, we need to be very careful na dapat yung mga website na pinupuntahan natin, ito yung mga legit website. Kasi, gagamitin na naman ito ng mga scammers to get your data, to get your information. So, dapat, ito yung mga website, na official website na ng mga telco. So, halimbawa, ito ngayon gumagawa sila, pag globe.com.ph/simreg o SIM registration. Ganon din ng smart.com.ph/simreg. Walang ibang website o URL address, kundi yun na yung sa Smart, sa Globe, and dito. So pare-pareho sila ng domain name, yung website talaga nila, official website. So pag may nagpadala sa inyo ng link ng mga URL shortener, iba yung link, iba yung nakalagay, huwag kayong maniniwala dahil scam yan.
Yun, okay. Now, paano yung what about those who are not postpaid, yung mga prepaid? because that is the bulk of the SIM card sale retail industry.
Oo. So meron tayong 150 million SIM cards in circulation. 10 million nun ang postpaid. Yung natitira, prepaid lahat yun. So ito yung challenge ngayon ng mga telco. So paano nila kukolektahin? Pero nakalagay sa law, dapat gagawa sila ng online portal for the registration where they will collect yung mga requirements.
So it is not registration upon sale or upon purchase?
Hindi, itong 150 million, ito na yung in circulation.
Yun na benta na. Okay.
Oo,
So iba pa yung bebenta pa lang.
Oo. Yung mga ibebenta pa lang, deactivated lahat yun.
Meaning,
Deactivated lahat yung mga bagong SIM. Hindi mo siya magagamit hanggat di ka nagpa-register.
oo, pero yun nga yung tanong ko, Art, from what you've heard or what you know, wala bang, register on-site upon purchase? Kasi parang yun yata yung pinakamabilis na proseso na dudong ka na, mag-fill up ka na ng form, magpa-picture ka na, and that's it.
Mukhang merong ganong option na gagawin. Mukhang merong option na gagawin ang mga telco para mas mapabilis. Kasi telcos were also mandated by the NTC to create registration sites dun sa mga mahihina ang signal, dun sa mga walang signal na mga lugar. At eto, pag bibili ka, lalo na pag sa store ng Globe, Smart and Dito, meron ng registration. Pwedeng gawin nila yon. Pero ngayon wala pa eh. Hindi pa klaro kung ano talaga yung plano nila.
Yeah, kasi right now, makikita mo dun sa video na we played earlier, you can actually buy a SIM card from a Changi or from a sidewalk vendor, etc. Or mga tindahan sa tabi-tabi. Will this law put an end to that sideline or that small business where only legitimate Globe, Smart, and Dito stores will be selling new SIM cards?
Hindi daw. So pwede pa rin magbenta yung mga sari-sari store pero deactivated yung mga SIM card na may bibili sa kanila. So kahit sa telco ka bumili, deactivated pa rin yun and you need to register. Ang pag-register ngayon, yun nga, online, pero isang option yung in-store registration kasi nandun na yung mga may connection, merong portal, pwedeng gawin ng mga telco.
Okay, kasi normally, di ba, pag naglagay ka ng SIM card, you can actually use the phone and the card to send out data. But with a deactivated SIM card, does that mean I have to go somewhere? Kunyari, nasa probinsya, wala kang ibang means. Hindi ka techie, wala kang iPad or laptop. You're only relying on the phone. To get that SIM card activated, where do I go and how is it done?
Mag-a-announce sa mga telco with the National Telecommunication Commission kung saan gagawin sa mga probinsya yung mga kung saan makakapag-register yung mga users. So magkakaroon sila ng mobile registration facilities.
Okay, so talagang it will now become a multi-step process. First you buy the SIM card, and then after you buy the SIM card, you have to go somewhere or do something to have the SIM card activated and registered.
Tama. Pero meron kasi kaming sinasuggest na pag inopen mo yung telepono mo, pag inopen mo yung bagong SIM card sa telepono mo, naka-whitelist yung website ng telco. Pwede ka na mag-register.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Na dapat pagkabit mo ng SIM card, pag on niya, dapat mayroon ka ng connection to the telco.
So pwedeng mangyari yun, whitelisting ang tawag doon. Pwede ka makapag-internet, pero yung website lang na yun ang mapupuntahan mo. So iwas pa sa scam pag ganito yung gagawin nila. So isa to sa mga option na pwedeng gawin.
That's a very good suggestion, Art, because kahit nga sa tindahan, doon sa bundok nakaka-Gcash eh. So, it's not as difficult as we imagined it to be, because I know of barangays, far-flung barangays, where the local sari-sari store is actually becoming the GCash center or the outlet for all of the online transactions.
Tama, Kung kayang gawin to magkaroon ng GCash, kayang gawin to magkaroon din ng registration process. So sana gawin ng mga telco yung ganitong paraan.
Okay, now what are the expectations? Ikaw, as a cybersecurity expert, as a tech editor, what is your forecast? What will be the impact or result of all of this legislation?
So for now, maganda yung maganda yung nangyayari kasi yun nga, this will not completely eradicate scams and spams, pero definitely it would help law enforcement agencies to track yung mga gumagamit ng SIM card in illegal way. So ginagamit sa pang-scam. Dati kasi nasa dead end tayo pag nag-search tayo ng pag-prepaid user. Ngayon, ma-identify na, so meron ng connection itong SIM card doon sa kung sino ang gumagamit. So even with yung sa mga companies, kasi company ang may hawak ng SIM card. The company will be required to identify kung sino yung gumagamit ng SIM. So pag ginamit siya sa crime or any illegal activities, hindi na dead end yung mga law enforcement agencies natin sa investigation nila.
Okay, now let's talk about penalties, Art, dahil malupit din yung mga penalty that I'm seeing here for providing false information or documents to register a SIM, imprisonment ranging from 6 months to 2 years, or of a fine not less than 100,000 but not more than 300,000. How do you suppose the telcos will be able to trace or determine if a person is providing false information? Like, alam mo, sa Pilipinas, ang mga address ang pinakamalabo na data.
Yun yung isang nakikita kong magiging problema. Kasi telcos are not trained and equipped to identify fake identification cards and fake documents. Hindi naman nila trabaho yung mag-identify ng mga documents. So ito yung isa sa magiging problema kasi merong taong gagamit talaga ng fake identification cards o identification documents. Kaya ito yan. Pantakot na din tong law na to na pag ginawa mo yan, ito yung mangyayari sa'yo. 300,000 falsification, tapos 2 years in jail.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay, yung unauthorized transfer. Ano ibig sabihin nitong 6 years in jail and or 300,000 in fines for unauthorized transfer?
Yung unauthorized transfer, halimbawa, binenta ko sa'yo. Pero hindi ko in-inform kasi nasa law na dapat pag binenta mo o binigay mo o dinonate mo yung SIM mo, dapat i-inform mo yung telco. So pag di ko in-inform ang telco, it's an authorized transfer. So pinamigay ko lang yung SIM ko sa iba. So unauthorized transfer siya.
Oo, problema nga pala yan. Kasi I know people, I know that I have friends na parang pag biglang nakatanggap ng magandang telepono, di-delete lang nila lahat ng contacts dun sa kanilang phone tapos pinamimigay na yung telepono kasama yung SIM card.
Correct. So yun, hindi na pwede ngayon yun. Because of the law, you need to inform the telco na tinransfer, na dinigay o dinonate mo yung SIM card mo sa iba. Or, pag may nangyari, nalaman na ginamit sa krimen yun, bukod sa parusa, meron ka pang etong meron ka pa ibang kaso, unauthorized transfer ng SIM.
Okay, speaking of transfer, my wife is asking, no, what about change of address? Is there any penalty for not telling a telco that you have moved? Kasi marami niyan, pati sa lisensya ng kotse, driver's license, I mean, lisensya sa pagmamaneho. Many Filipinos change address, move to the province, or etc., etc., but they don't really make any efforts to change their, to update their information.
Nasa Rule 3 ng IRR, obligations of end users, sa Section 9
Okay.
ito, immediately report to your respective telco any change in the information supplied in their application of SIM registration. So kailangan i-inform mo kagad yung telco pag nag-change address ka o ng any information.
Ano ba yung mga information na i-require nila? So, of course, your full name, your date of birth, I presume, and then your address, at saka your gender.
Yung type of ID presented, ID number, saka official address, present address. Yun yung 6 things that you would submit.
Okay. And if you change your address or you are no longer, wala, yun lang naman yata. Birthday naman, di mo naman mababago yun.
So address lang yung mababago. Yung information.
Is there a penalty? How much is the penalty?
Walang nakalagay. Wala akong nabasa nakalagay ng penalty dun sa change of information.
Okay, alam mo yung utak ko malikot but may nakita ko dito yung spoofing. Ano ba itong for spoofing a registered SIM card, imprisonment of no less than 6 years or a fine of 200,000 pesos or both. Ano yung spoofing na yan?
So yung spoofing, minsan nakikita mo merong yung sender ID. Yung sender ID kung saan nanggaling yung message. Minsan may nakikita ka nakalagay e-Gcash doon sa kung sino nagpadala. Kala mo sa Gcash yun. Pero sa mga scammer yun. So ang ginagawa nila spoofing, pinipeke nila ang source ng message. So that's spoofing. At dahil sa spoofing na yan, ang dami-daming naloloko, ang dami-daming na-scam. So pag ginawa mo ngayon yan, meron ka ng penalty. Except if it's authorized by the law because law enforcement agencies ang gumawa. O may court order specifically authorizing the use of caller ID manipulation. Halimbawa, meron silang kriminal na hinahabol. So pwede nating ma-manipulate yung caller ID o yung sender ID. So hindi yan sakop ng penal provision ng SIM Registration Act. Pag ginamit mo lang sa crime, nang spoof ka para manloko ng iba.
Yun, okay. So nang loloko ka, may kaso ka, may penalty ka, 200,000 plus, imprisonment of 6 years. For the sale or transfer of a registered SIM without complying with the required registration. So ito yung sinasabi natin na binenta mo na lang yung SIM card na hindi mo But paano yun? Kasi di ba lahat ng mga 150 million na SIM cards na in public hands now, what, are they all going to be deactivated or what? What's going to happen?
Pag di sila nag-register, madi-deactivate yun. So malalaman natin na ang dami palang ginagamit ng mga troll farms. Pag hindi nag-register yun, ibig sabihin madi-deactivate na sila. So mababawasan talaga yung mga scam and spam na mga makukuha natin.
Wow, so this is the big story that's not being told. That 150 million SIM cards that are out there in public hands will progressively be deactivated if they are not registered.
That's on June 22. 2023. Kasi 180 days from December 27 is June 22, 2023. So pag hindi sila nag-request ng extension sa DICT, they will all be deactivated. Pag di sila
Okay.
nakaregister.
And once you are deactivated, can you be reactivated once you comply with registration or sunog ka na?
Yes. Once you're deactivated, pag nag-register ka, ma-activate ulit yung SIM mo.
Okay, but what about limitations? Because, someone had this bright idea that apparently is not so bright anymore. Saya, pare, mamili na tayo. Bumili na tayo ng tig-100 SIM card. But what will prevent people from activating those SIM cards under different names? Meron bang limited number of SIM cards for one name or one company?
So walang limit. So you can register as many SIMs as you need.
So ang problema natin is if someone is able to create a identity, parang artificial identity, that person can actually buy as many SIM cards as he wants based on that artificial identity, unless the telco, the NBI, and the PNP are able to figure something out to prevent that.
Oo. Nagpunta ako sa Quiapo nung Friday. Meron pa rin pala nagtitinda ng mga fake na ID.
Patay kang bata ka dyan.
Mabili daw yung fake na ID ngayon. Tapos binalikan ko yung area, wala na siya. So itong mga nagbebenta ng ID, umiikot din eh. Kaya nawawala. Minsan makikita mo na lang diyan. So ano na siya, mabenta na. Kaya ito yung delikado. Tapos ngayon, yung mga scammers, gumagalaw na din. Ginagamit na lang ang SIM Registration Act to scare people na, i-deactivate namin yung information mo, ang SIM mo pag di ka nag-update ng information. Wala pa pong pinapadalang gano'n ng mga telco. Pero meron na ang mga scammer na pinapadala. Pag nag-click ka doon, hihingin lahat ang detalye mo. Pag pinasok mo, wala na. Identity theft na yung kalalabasan. So kaya
Okay, so what happens when someone steals your phone or mawala mo yung telepono? What are you supposed to do to prevent other people from using that SIM card?
So dapat i-report mo kagad yung theft, loss, or namatay yung may-ari. Dapat i-report mo kagad. Kasi i-deactivate ng telco, obligation ng telco to activate the SIM within 24 hours from receipt of information na nanakaw o nawala yung telepono mo.
Okay, so ayun. Now, do you see any connection yung palit mo ng telepono and or nanakaw yung phone mo, kunyari, nanakaw yung phone mo, tapos ginamitan na lang ng bagong SIM card. Is there a way for the authorities to also track that telephone once a SIM card is being registered to that phone?
Ngayon wala. Hindi kasama ang pagkolekta ng electronic serial number ng phone.
Nako, sana sinama na, no? Di ba? Dapat nakasama na yung electronic serial number para matigil na yung mga nakawan.
Siguro kasi work in progress yung SIM Registration Act natin. Siguro sa susunod, isasama na yan. Ang problema kasi pag sinama yon, magiging 1:1 yung phone to SIM card ratio. Meron mga tao na 3 ang SIM card, isa lang yung telepono. So baka magka-problema. Ngayon, ang target talaga, SIM lang, SIM SIM
Yeah, yeah.
registration lang.
Pero
Hindi kasama
even
yung
if it's
telephone.
in that system, even if you have 3 SIMs and you're only using one phone, the added idea is to register the electronic ID of all phones para kung may mangyari, magkakahulihan, di ba?
Correct. Correct. Maganda yan. Maganda sana.
Well, pag si Art Samaniego ang nag-recommend yan dun sa mga legislators at saka tiga DICT, I'm sure it will be given due consideration because of your influence and expertise, my friend.
Sana. Oo.
Okay. Well, we gotta go, Art. We've run out of time, but thank you for your patience and for helping us inform the public.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Art Samaniego. And now let's go to the blessing for this week. As we close the program, we leave you with this blessing. The best Christmas gift is to realize how much you already have. And may you spend each day of this week remembering and believing you have been blessed, you are blessed, and you will continue to be blessed. I'm Cito Beltran, thanking you for joining us this day. God bless all of you. Please keep it here on One News.